What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. A quick little recap over our free picks from yesterday. So we ended up 3-1 on the day. Cat ended up selling our sweep, which Cat had some really weird minutes. So we had Cat over PRA. He ended with like 35. Dude barely even played the second half, and the game wasn't that far out of hand or anything. They put him back in the game. He didn't come in the fourth at all. He come back with 3.5 minutes left against the Kings, and they were up by 20, which made no sense. I thought they were just sitting them because they were winning by 20, and they just didn't want to risk injury or anything, and maybe he wanted to rest, but nope, that's not what happened. He ended up coming back with 3.5 minutes just to chalk me some more, and it really put a bitter taste in my mouth. But we had Hero PRA that cashed, we had Porzingis PRA that cashed, and then we had Kawhi Leonard that cashed. If you played this free slip I gave you in the video yesterday, this did end up cashing for a little 177. And then we also played these directly from the free picks as well. So we took Kawhi Leonard over 19.5. I bought it down slightly. He did cash his original line as well, and I played it with Porzingis to get another 150. So two little free wins from the free picks, if you guys were able to tell those. But 3-in-1 day yesterday, not bad. I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to get a free month of VIP. If we can get 250 likes in this video, I will pick another random winner in tomorrow's video to win a free month. So make sure you guys drop a comment down below for a chance at free VIP. Make sure you guys hit the like button. You do have to be subscribed to win, so smash the sub button, and let's pick our winner from yesterday. So winner from yesterday's video is for BP. Send me a message, BP. I got you a free month of VIP. He gave me the thumbs up. So hopefully you had a good day yesterday, dude. And yeah, like I said, just send me a message and I'll get you added. If you guys do want to get all of our plays, head on over to our WAP or our Patreon. Links for both of those is down in the description. You get every single slip that we post. We would love to have you guys a part of the community. If you guys don't want to pay for VIP, you can join our Discord. That is free. It is absolutely free to join. We'd love to have you part of that community as well. Link for both of those is down in the description. You can get a free month of our VIP for signing up for any of our partnered apps. Those are called include Underdog, Better, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play. If you don't have any of those apps, sign up using our code and you get a free month. I do want to say, guys, do not sign up for Parlay Play with our code until the beginning of February, please. Parlay Play has reached out to me. They said no more signups. We're still getting quite a few signups, and Parlay Play is probably going to be a little upset at me. But anyways, they told me to slow it down. So please don't sign up until the beginning of the month. I can't give away a free month actually right now for Parlay Play until February 1st. So if you guys could hold out for that, that would mean a lot. But anyways, let's jump into these picks for today. So obviously, we got NFL today. We got two games. We got the Commanders versus the Eagles, and we got the Bills versus the Chiefs. Then we have one NBA game, which is OKC versus the Trailblazers. Now, I personally am going to be fading this OKC versus Trailblazers game. I might have one slip in VIP or something like that. Maybe two at most. But the game's a minus 12.5 point spread, so I'm probably going to end up fading that for the most part, especially it being an NBA Sunday. NBA Sundays go a little crazy sometimes in a bad way. But anyways, like I said, we got Eagles, Commanders, Bills, and Chiefs playing. Obviously, you guys know that. We got a 6-point spread for the Eagles game, and then we got a 2-point spread for the Chiefs game. My picks to win the game, I'm pulling for Bills, and I got Eagles. Those are the two teams I think is going to win. Chiefs probably going to end up pulling out something to get a dub. They always do, but I am pulling for the Bills tonight. I think it's going to be a really good game. Looking at the weather for these two games, right now it shows clear skies for both games, and maybe if I'm looking at the correct weather channel, but everything's showing clear skies for me. It's like 30 degrees on both of these games, so it's going to be really, really cold, but no snow, thankfully, from what I'm seeing. So anyways, that's what we got going on for today, so let's jump into some of these plays. So I got 4 picks. I'm going to give you the ones that I like. Hopefully, you guys agree with me. If you do disagree on any plays, don't force them and play them. Just fade any play you don't like. So the first one of the day is going to be a demon play. Now, I don't give demons on Prizepicks very often, but today I'm going to, and it's going to be a field goals made prop. I'm going to take our man Jake Elliott, the kicker for Philly, taking him over 1.5 field goals made. So Jake Elliott has been cashing me out on these field goals made props. Now, they are playing against Washington. I'm not going to say this game's, it's got like a 47.5 point total. It's decently high scoring. It's not super high scoring by any means, but the Washington-Detroit game ended up becoming a shootout. So this game could end up being that way. I don't think it will, but who knows what's going to happen here. So Jake Elliott, 1.5 field goals made. I like this prop, so we're going to pull him up real quick. Over 1.5 field goals made. Where's it at? Am I blind? So he's cashed this 8 of his last 10. He's cashed this in 6 straight games. His last 2 games, he's ended up with 3-3. So anyways, like this play a lot. He's cashed it 13 of 19 games on the season with 68% hit rate so far, averaging 1.79 field goals made per game. If you round it up, it does go up to 2, but that is a little bit of a stretch. If you look at Washington's made field goals defense, they give up 11th in the league in field goals made per game at 1.6 per game. Looking at Jake Elliott, he is averaging 2.2 attempts per game with 1.8 made, which we already went over that, which is 82% hit rate. Looking at his longest field goal made on the season, his average is 30.2. He has hit a 50-yarder so far this season. His last game he had a 44-yarder, but if they get anywhere close, I mean, obviously anywhere close, but if they can get, he can hit 50-yarder, so I'm happy with that. I think he's going to have a couple chances tonight, and that's why I'm locking him in. So the value here I think is good. You're getting a good payout in this play if you want to risk it. If you don't like it, just go ahead and fade it, man. You only got 2 games tonight. Don't force any props on a 2-game slate. Even though these are playoff games for the NFL, forcing plays is not the way we want to do this. So I'm going to pull this up on Parlay Play. We're going to see what the value is over here on Parlay Play as well. So it is a 1.96x. So I'll pair this with a different prop. We'll see which one's payouts better. But 1.96x on Parlay Play, pretty dang good value for our man Jake Elliott. So that is our first pick of the day. Jumping into pick number 2, we're going to jump over to a discounted play, or slightly discounted. It's like a 1.5x play. But we're taking our man Patrick Mahomes. So I'm taking Patrick Mahomes over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I like the value here on this play as well. If you don't think he's going to get it, then obviously don't take the play. But 1.5 passing TD. So this is a goblin on Prizepicks. If you play these together, you get a 2.75x payout on Prizepicks. Now payout there isn't beautiful, but we'll pull it up on Parlay Play, see if it's any better. So Mahomes passing TDs. So 1.54x over here, and you get a 3.02x value on this play. So 3x on these 2 plays, not too bad, because I think both of them are going to cash. So 1.5 field goals or 1.5 passing TDs. We're going to pull up over here on outlier.bet. If you guys don't have Outlier, you can get a 7-day free trial link down in the description. And I don't have Props Madness or anything to pull up for NFL, obviously. So this video is going to be a little bit quicker. But Patrick Mahomes. So we're going to look at this play. The game is a 48.5 point total with a -2 or a 2-point spread for the Chiefs to win. So Mahomes has cashed 5 of his last 10. He has cashed 18 of 17 or 8 of 17 on the season, which is a 47% hit rate, which isn't that great. Looking at Buffalo, they give up 19th in the league in passing TDs, giving up 1.6 passing touchdowns per game. Now, I think Mahomes is going to have a good game. Obviously, this is playoff Mahomes. We're going to see what happens. Last 2 games versus Buffalo, Mahomes has cashed. Only 1 was from this season. He had 3 versus Buffalo his last game back in November. So I like the value here. I think Mahomes is going to get a couple passing touchdowns. That's just me. We can look at the passing versus rushing plays. They do pass the ball 59% of the time, run the ball 41% of the time. Red zone targets. Kelsey's obviously going to get a lot of red zone targets at 25 targets on the season so far, which is 26% of passing targets in the red zone is going to be for our man Travis Kelce. So if you like Kelsey's passing TD, he might be able to pull one out tonight. We obviously got Xavier Worthy is another one, Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Hopkins. These 2 kind of gets a little bit further down. You go from 26% to 17 to 10. So if I was going to take a receiver to get a touchdown today, it'd probably be between Kelce and Worthy over on the Chiefs side of things. Personally, probably going with Kelce. I honestly wanted to take Kelce today, but his receiving yards up to 70. To me, it's a little bit high. Now I ain't saying he's not going to cash that. He definitely can, and he probably will. But I just didn't like the value on the play, so I ended up going with Mahomes passing touchdowns today. I will pull up a free slip for you guys if you want to tell. This one's over on Underdog. So this play is to win $900. It is a 50% profit boost. I played James Cook, the free square over on Underdog at 39.5 with Jake Elliott and Patrick Mahomes. This is to win $900. So I got a band on this play. Hopefully they can pull it out for me. Elliott probably going to be a little bit sweaty. I don't think he's going to be a first half cash. As long as he gives me 1.5 in the first half and this game stays semi-competitive, I like the Jake Elliott play a lot. Same for Mahomes. As long as this game stays competitive, which it will, I think Buffalo's going to come out and get him, where I'm hoping they do anyway. So if the Chiefs are somehow trailing, obviously our chances are going to be a little bit higher, but we'll see what happens with that game. This is obviously it's one of those where the game's got to go in our favor, but anyways, I do like this slip a lot if you guys do want to tell it. So that is pick number 2 of the day, Patrick Mahomes, 1.5 passing touchdowns. So jumping into our third pick of the day, jumping back over to the Philly side of things, I'm taking our man Barkley. So we're taking Barkley. And it's not rushing yards. His rushing yards is at 125, which he's probably going to cash. That number's pretty high, too. Even though Washington does have one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. We'll see what happens with that. But let's see here. What am I looking for? Looking for receptions. So I ended up taking Barkley over 1.5 receptions. Now, this line is 2 on Prizepicks. If you want to take it for a push potential, it is regular payout at 2. So I'm going to come down here. We're going to click receptions, if I can find it. Not targets. All right, receptions. Barkley is at 2, so right here, 2 receptions. If you want to take it, I think he's getting 2. Like, I mean, he could get more, but I can see him getting 2 on the dot. So there is a pretty high chance that this does end up as a push, which would be a 1.5x payout. If you want to risk it for that, you can. You can buy it down on other platforms. Like, for example, if you take it on Parlay Play, you can get Barkley at 1.5 receptions for a 1.4x payout. Now, at 2.5, it's 2.3. I don't see him getting 3. He could, but I'm going to go with the 2 to be a little bit safer. So depending on how you want to play it, for a smaller payout on price or on Parlay Play, you can at 1.5, or you can risk the push potential on Prizepicks at 2. Totally up to you, but I do like Barkley at this play. He's cashed it 7 of his last 10 games. He's cashed it 3 straight, 4 of his last 5. He's cashed this in 78% of games on the season, averaging 2.1 or 2.2 receptions per game, which is 14 of 18. Head-to-head, he did miss his last game versus Washington. He had 0 receptions his last game, which is one of the 2 games this season. His other game this season, though, he did have 2. So back in November, he had 2. Back in December, he had 0. Looking at the other 2 games from last season or from 2023, he did have 3 and 4 receptions. So overall, he's been doing pretty well versus Washington. Looking at Washington's receptions defense, they give up less receptions than any other team in the league at 18 per game. Go to running back, it's the same story here. They give up 2.8 receptions to running backs per game, which is the best defense in the league in terms of receptions allowed. So that does go against our man Barkley, but 2 is low, man. 2. Like, he's looking at targets. He's averaging 2.7 targets per game. He had 4 his last game. If he gets 3 or 4 targets, I think he's going to catch 2 of them, unless they're just all over Barkley. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Barkley too much tonight. If he prefers rushing yards, you can, but 125 is still high. So he's got to have a really good game to go over 130 rushing yards. Let's be honest here. Even though he has been killing it, he had 200 his last game. So that's why I went with receptions, man. I think that 1.5 is just such a low number that I had to take it. So that is pick number 3 of the day. Barkley over 1.5 receptions. So I got that locked in already. Let's jump into our 4th play of the day. 4th and final play of the day is going to be for our man Josh Allen. Now, I played this same play last week. Josh Allen chalked me. It was a snow game. Nothing we could really do about that one. This one's showing clear skies from everything that I've seen. Hopefully it stays that way. But I'm taking Josh Allen, 199.5 passing yards. So you can get this here on Prizepicks. You can get it over on Parlay Play as well. It is a boosted payout on Parlay Play, which is another reason I really like the play. So at 199.5, you get 143. You get a 1.43x value. So almost a 1.5x on Parlay Play. If you played all these together, it would be a 4x on a 4-man, but which is obviously not super good payout on this. I wouldn't play it in a 4-man personally. I'd break it up into sets of 2. You can do that any way you want, but he is 199.5 over here, and for a boosted payout. So Josh Allen, 199.5 pass yards. Hit rate this season isn't perfect, but you got to look at the Chiefs' defense too. So the Chiefs have a very good rushing defense. It is 3rd in the league in rushing yards allowed. Passing defense is 18th. So looking at pass versus rush defense, obviously the passing is going to be better versus the Chiefs in my opinion. Buffalo passes the ball 51% of the time, run the ball 49% of the time. So it's pretty much a 50-50 split on this. Josh Allen has cashed this 5 of his last 10. He's cashed it 11 of 19 on the season, which is a 58% hit rate. If you look at his passing yard average on the season, he's averaging 217 passing yards per game. So last 5 games has looked really, really ugly. I'm not a last 5 warrior. You can go by his last 5 games. He's only cashed it 1 of his last 5 with a 272. 1 game didn't really count versus New England, but the other 3 did. He had 127 versus Baltimore last week, which they did win, which is another reason that he didn't have to throw the ball. But that was a snow game and was pretty ugly. So overall, guys, I like to play head-to-head data versus the Chiefs. He's cashed it 2 of his last 3 games. Only 1 from this season. He had 262 passing yards. I like the odds here, man, for our man Josh Allen. If you want to risk it and you want to take his passing yards a little bit higher, you can. If you want to go up to like 224 for 1.7x, you could do that. I could see him throw for 225 tonight as well. But I like the value in the 199.5 on parlay play at a 1.4x payout, which is why that's what I'm going to go with. So I know these are a little bit discounted. We do have that one demon play, so I'll kind of average these out and say that 2 regular plays and then 2 discounted lines. That's the kind of the way I was looking at it. But none of these are like strict goblins. You're getting a 1.4x. A strict goblin is going to be like a 1.2x. I'm not trying to like fluff a record or anything. These are just the plays I like, man. I'm not going to throw in plays that I don't like. I'm not trying to force anything on a 2-game slate. And I don't really love these 2 games. So we'll see what's happening. My prediction for the Super Bowl, Eagles versus Bills. That's what I'm going for. What do you guys have? Let me know down below. And anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Hope you cash every single slip. We'll go ahead and do a little recap, I guess, over the free picks. So we got Patrick Mahomes, 1.5 pass touchdowns. Barkley, over 1.5 receptions, which I got on parlay play. It is 2 on Prizepicks. We got Jake Elliott, over 1.5 field goals made. And then we got Josh Allen, over 195 or 199.5 pass yards or 225, depending on which one you want to take and what kind of payout you want to take. I think they have 225 on Prizepicks as well. It's actually 232 for his original line. So if you wanted to take that on Prizepicks, you could too. That's not a bad play in my opinion. I think he's going to have to air the ball out a little bit to win tonight versus the Chiefs personally. But we'll see what happens for that too. But anyways, those are our 4 plays, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you catch every slip. And I will see y'all in tomorrow's video.